All right, Shalom, Yasharal. I'm giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Haradash. Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, great millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, pushing his beloved doctrine across the four winds in his final hour, Shalom. All right, this video, I'm going to go into is inspired by this video I'm gonna play that came down my feed. Okay, the way the Lord is gonna get our nation in order, our children, our women in order, is by bringing fire indignation on. Okay, He's raised up his elect men. You know, the Lord deals with the men. He said the tabernacle of Yahweh Shema Shai is with the men, and he has his prophets out here. But guess what? The household of faith are the ones that's going to listen to the words of the prophets. Okay. All right. You have men teaching other men for the most part, and you're going to have ladies that get joined to certain men. But the vast majority of the nation, they don't listen to rebuke and reproof. Okay. So they're going to get destroyed. Let me start off with that in the book of Proverbs. All right. And then when they come to their senses, it's going to be too late. Men and women. But this one's dedicated to the women of our nation. All right. All right. Maybe when they see these things, they'll fear and tremble and get in order. All right. Because when shit hits the fan and you start believing because of all hell is on your ass, that's not faith. All right. This is Proverbs 29:1. He that been often reproved hardened his neck, and the prophets out to reprove, man. That's what the Lord raised up his servants to do. Come out here, reprove, edify, all right, and warn. Okay, shall suddenly be destroyed and without remedy. And those that don't take heed to reproof and Salakia, those that don't take heed to reproof Salakia and rebuke are going to be destroyed without remedy. Okay, and that's going to happen in Jacob's trouble. So, without further ado, I'm going to play this clip and funnel it through the scriptures. Okay, probably let it play twice. This is a precursor of what's to come on a broad scale. You know what? Let me see. Go to posts.
Somebody might want to call the police out here. Because the guy told him to wait right there. Oh my God, oh my God. He wouldn't got to do it. On the boulevard now. Somebody might want to call the police out here. Because the guy told him to wait right there. Oh my God, oh my God. He wouldn't got to do it.
All right, now you hear all the women screaming at the top of their lungs. You see, you hear them hooping and hollering. All right, these are the same women that have these arrogant, conceited attitudes. I played that because I wanted to see how women react when shit get real, when brain and guts get when brains and guts explode. Okay. When this is happening right before their eyes to their loved ones in their area, and this becomes a social norm, all right, you see them women screaming and hollering, guess what they're going to want to do? They're going to want to get in order, all right? They're not built for that. Women don't go to war, and the women that go to war that America say got this gender equality thing and let these women go to war, they go to these basic trainings, and the men in their own platoons grape them, okay? Because the Lord didn't create a woman for that. A woman is created to nurture, all right? To take care of the household, all right? To be soft, tender, and delicate. She's not made to be hard, rough, and rugged, okay? But since she wants to be treated like a man and she wants gender equality, this is what's gonna sober them up, bringing them in reality. This is gonna happen to their sons, their fathers, their uncles. All right, this is gonna be the social norm during Jacob's trouble, and during the time when you have civil unrest and all hell breaks loose. What happens to women? They become commodity. Okay, they become commodity. All right. And then nobody's gonna care about their screaming and their wailing. All right, now they want to entreat and serve the Lord. It's not gonna happen like that. This is what's gonna wake them up. Because the brothers out prophesying, they laugh, they scoff. Let's say if you're not even coming at them spiritually and you tell them the way they conduct themselves, you know, the America amongst the black women, they love to say, if you tell her, hey, you shouldn't dress like that. You should wear modest apparel. A woman shouldn't be out late at night. They say you're hating on them, you know? You're hating on them. So you can't even give them good advice how to carry themselves, even on the corner spectrum. Okay? So the Lord he say, he that is often reproved, all right, and doesn't receive correction will be destroyed and without remedy. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease, all right? These women in America are at ease. The Lord is going to take their government assistance, all right? He's even going to take that gender equality mindset away from them, all right? And they're going to learn that a woman and a man is an equal. Hard times are coming. During hard times, men go into survival mode. Women on the way through the archives of history go into survival mode, studying their bodies. They didn't lace up their bootstraps and go out there and hunt, go out there and kill. All right, get in that Conan barbarian spirit. Women they're not wired or built to be like that. Okay, so them that are at ease, all right, the Lord is going to put a new arena on the planet Earth. All right, he's going to tear down this government infrastructure. He's going to disconnect 911. All right, and all hell is going to break loose. The water is going to go out. The lights is going to go off. All right, and these women are at ease. What the Lord said they're going to do, hear my voice, you careless daughters. All right, and what happens? He said, hear my voice. The Lord's voice is his prophets. All right, the Lord raised up his prophets and say, go. In the book of Ezekiel, he said, go and give them warning from me. All right, careless daughters. What does the Lord mean when he say careless? They dress in any kind of way. They say anything. All right, they have no fear of the Lord. All right, they go from man to man, drinking from different cisterns. All right, thirsty travelers. You know, you could put that in your mind. You know, a thirsty traveler. What does a thirsty traveler do? All right, she's not a woman. Is only supposed to be with one man her whole life. But a thirsty traveler drink from any faucet that she finds. Okay, that's what a careless woman do. That's how you get disease. When you have a lot of women out here with multiple semen swimming in their bodies. Okay, that's a careless daughter. Give ear unto my speech. All right, the Lord is giving them a chances through his servants, the prophets, because the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece. Many days and years you shall be troubled, you careless women. All right, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to have gun battles everywhere. You're going to have famines everywhere, pestilence everywhere. All right, and the careless daughters are going to become booty, spoiled. All right, they can't protect her. A woman cannot protect herself against a man. That's what America has taught them. You look at these movies like La Femme Nikita, Jackie Brown, all that bullshit. All what these women on movies killing men, fighting men. In real life, that doesn't happen. All right, in real life, when you put in a chaotic situation, women need men to protect them. Okay, all right. And then if you got a woman that's just totally gone left, she's inflamed with wine, and she thinks she can battle a man in 3 minutes, she's gonna learn that she's a woman, because the man might just disarm her, beat her up a little bit, and then he's gonna have her way with her. There's gonna be nothing she can do. So that spirit is just gonna be taken out of her completely. All right. Or you might even have a platoon come in on some women that think they tough and shit. And then the whole platoon go to town on her. All right. These are the things that's gonna sober women up. Okay. All right, many days and years you should be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail. All right. You're not gonna be able to go get your makeup, your eyelashes, your extensions. All right. How you can do that in society where the economy is trash. Okay. There will be no business and commerce. All right. And it reads, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, you women at ease, be troubled. You careless won't strip you and make you bad. All right. The Lord is gonna let these 2/3 and these heathens have their way with you women. Lest you repent and come to Yahweh Shema Mashai and ask him for mercy. All right. That's why he say, give ear to me, hear my voice. All right. And the Lord doing that to his men, but this is directed to the woman. The gathering, all right, make you bear, and the gird sackcloth on your loins. Girding sackcloth on your loins means you're coming before the Lord and you're humbling yourself and you're repenting for all the foul things that you did. All right. In Isaiah 4:1, the next chapter, it says that's what the righteous women are going to do. But this is what's going to get the women in order. All right. This is exactly what's going to get women in order. Acts like this. And you heard the women, I'm going to play it again. How they screaming and shit. All right. This is going to be everywhere. All right.
Somebody might want to call the police out here.
Police. A woman just said somebody might want to call the police out there. You heard her say that? It ain't going to be no police, baby girl. Old school, whatever you are. All right. So that sounds like an older lady said that. It ain't going to be no police. 911, you're going to call 911 and get a visit tone. In fact, you're going to pick up the phone and it's going to be no power. It's not going to be nothing. The towers are going to be down. Phone lines are going to be cut. There will be no 911. You see women that's all they live off of, 911. And that's them putting their trust in Egypt, the so-called white man. There will be no 911 when all hell breaks loose, when the revelation starts. All right. When Jacob's trouble is implemented, there will be no 911. All right. You're either going to be upon the men protecting you, or you're going to call yourself fighting for yourself, and you're going to learn that the Lord didn't create you to do that. Okay. And this is all they're going to do. Listen to them.
Wait right there. Oh my God. He went and got it again.
See, and then all that crime. Nobody give it during that time. Everybody's gonna. The Lord say men are gonna be howling like women. I'm gonna tell you something else on that video I didn't like. The guy told his girl to go because he seen it was about to be wartime. He was doing what men do. All right. He told his woman to leave and she stood her ass there. That's another thing. The Lord gonna put the spirit on y'all to obey your men, man. Like when you look at this, he got off first. He told his woman to go to the car, and she stood her stupid ass right there. A man can't protect you if you don't obey him and listen to him. Okay. We're not gonna be dealing with no insubordinate women. Okay. She could have got hurt. He was trying to protect her. Your father, your husband, the men in your family can't protect you if you don't do what they say. Your opinion means you women opinions are null and void. Okay. With us men in this faith that the Lord has poured his spirit upon, we understand that the Lord created us to lead. All right. The Lord said he's raised up a nation of kings and priests. All right. Leaders. A king is a leader. A priest is a leader. All right. So we don't have to take the opinion of a woman. Now, if it's a woman that's joined to us, we'll hear her out. We're not no tyrants. But when we ready to lay down law, all right, we're in the spirit of a warmonger, ready to protect our family and go through Jacob's trouble. Hey, nothing's for debate. All right. We're not doing nothing by diplomacy. You take your command and you do what you're told and carry your commandment out with pinpoint accuracy. Okay. But the Lord's gonna put the spirit on women to do it. All right. When they get to seeing all that blood and guts rolling down the streets, all right, that's when they're gonna want to listen. All right, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 11. All right, and this is, you got to understand the history of Lamentations. Israel had just lost a war. Okay, the Babylonians came in and conquered us. Okay, and this is what they did when they conquered us. This is what happened during wars. Okay, all right. America doesn't properly educate its inhabitants in this educational industrial complex. All right, this is what happened during war. War is hell. All right, Lamentations 5 and 11. When they took us down and conquered us, this is what they did to our women. They ravished the women in Zion. Okay, all right. Let's see what the word ravish means in the blue letter. Okay. Let's get that word ravish in the blue letter. See what we come back with. Okay. They ravish. It's the Hebrew word.
Strong's H 6031. Anah.
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 All right. And it goes into oppress, afflict, bow down. All right. To humble, mishandle, afflict, weaken. I'm looking for that R word. All right, because that's what it really means. All right, that's what they in Lamentations 5 and 11. That's what it means. But to get graped in the scripture, it goes into humble. Humble is another word for taking. Okay, when you take something from a woman, that's what in the old English it meant to humble her. Okay, that's what they humble. When an occupying force comes into a country, that's what they do to women. They humble the women. They take it. All right, by force. All right, they brutally grape the women. Mishandle. How do you mishandle and afflict the woman? All right, during the time of war. All right, how do you mishandle and afflict the woman? Okay, let's see the carnal, the mainstream definition of ravish. Okay, to seize and carry off someone by force. All right. And what do men when they seize and carry off a woman by force during the time of war? All right. Let your imagination enlighten you. All right. And this is what's gonna wake these women up. You know what? When this thing hits full throttle, all right, and the same thing that happened in the ancient world happens again. Okay, women ain't gonna want to wear boy shorts anymore. They're gonna want to wear garments down to the foot. You dig? They ain't gonna want to be wearing revealing things during this time. All right, because the Lord gonna turn you over to your eyes. This is how you want to dress. All right, dress like this when all hell break loose, and let's see what it gets you. So you say it's a woman, it's your body. You can do what the fuck you want. All right, keep that attitude. Don't go looking for big warm up pants to put in. Try to hide your figure. No, keep that energy. Because war is hell. All right? And men become animalistic during the time of war. Okay? And this is what's gonna wake this is what's gonna wake them up, because the scriptures say so. And the Lord's still not gonna show mercy to the vast majority of them, even when they want to come crouching, humbly beseeching and begging for mercy, and they won't find it. Because right now, a lot of these women that got men on child support, it's in their power to take men off child support, and they ain't gonna do it. All right, so to him that haven't showed mercy will receive no mercy. What am I looking for? Ezekiel. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 12. Cry and howl. son of man. All right. What happens for men when a man gets to the point he's crying and howling? He's seeing his children killed before his eyes. He's seeing his family killed before his eyes. He sees his family starving to death. You see people dying from diabolical diseases. All right. Everything that he knows is rational and normal is being unwrapped. He's seeing his family turn against him and try to kill him themselves. Okay. The law of the jungle is instituted, and it's going to make men cry and howl like women. Son of man, for it shall be upon my people. You see? It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. All right, and look, it's going to get so chaotic. Men are going to be getting humble. Men are going to get great. All right, we're in the land of the Edomites. These men, Edomites, lust after men more than women. Okay? All right, and it reads, terrors by reason of the sword shall fall upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh, because it is a trial. What is it? A trial. The Lord, hey, he's brought out of his prophets to show Israel their transgressions. They rejected the Lord. Now they're on trial for all of their abominable acts. Okay. And what if the sword contemn the rod? It shall be no more, saith Yahweh. Okay. So it's about to go down in this motherfucker. And everybody that loveth a lie, and everybody that is out of side of the temple that have a profane mindset, all right, the Lord is gonna let turn you over to your sensual desires, all right, and you women, you're gonna get taken fast. During a time of war, all right, who suffers the most? Women and children and elderly people, all right, that's who suffer the most. And when they start suffering, hey. Now they want to wise up. This is what happened. This is what suffering does. Man, one of the most wicked Edomites on the planet Earth in the scriptures, Epiphanes, he was suffering so much he repented and asked the Lord for mercy. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. So suffering and pain it sobers people up. Okay. This is Proverbs 20 and 30. And it reads, the blueness of a wound cleanses away evil. You see, a woman getting great, taken advantage of, seeing her loved ones killed before her. She's starving so much now, she's looking at her child, ready to kill her child and boil her child and saute him and eat him. All right, that type of trauma, all right, that type of apocalyptic calamity that's going to come on the planet Earth, all right, that's going to make people wise up and be like, man, what did I do to bring this upon me? All right, because it's written in Ezekiel the 33rd chapter. It's written that they're going to know prophets was amongst them. So then they're going to want to clean up their acts. Do stripes the inward parts of the belly. All right, stripes. All right, getting a whip across your fucking back. Pain. All right, pain is one of the greatest teaching, one of the greatest teaching techniques on planet Earth. Okay, discipline. All right, brute force. That's what put people in line. Okay, all that screaming and hollering not gonna help you because you're not screaming and hollering now. You're laughing and scoffing. All right, y'all laughing and scoffing right now. All right. We had a little broad I worked with. She seen me on the block last week. And when I see her at work, all right, she come joking and playing and shit. Ask me, was I out there panhandling and shit? All right, those are the type of things gonna happen to women like that, man. Okay. Instead of being sincere and want to know what's the message, everything is fun and games until it ain't no more. To everything that you heard those men saying on the block comes to fruition in your life. All right. All right. What's the next precept like that? All right. This is book of Ezekiel. I'm gonna stay over here. Oh no, I'm in Proverbs. All right. I just love Ezekiel though. Yakazaka Allah. All right, this is Ezekiel 23 and verse 10. They discovered her nakedness. They took her sons and her daughters and slew her with the sword. All right, that's talking about the nation of Israel when the Syrians came in. All right, but this is what they did to us. All right, okay, they did us bad, man. All right. It's lucky about that. All right, they took our sons and daughters and had their way with them. This is what happened during the times of war. This happened during war. All right, Jacob's trouble is going to be the war of wars. All right, they discovered her nakedness. All right, how you discover a woman nakedness? You have your way with her. Okay, they ravished her. They raped her. Okay, that's what the nations did when they subdued us. They took her sons and daughters and slew her with the sword, and they're gonna kill y'all asses too. You know, after you're done with a hoe, then you throw that bitch to the side. That's how they're gonna deal with you, because that's how you carry yourself. Okay. And she became famous among women when they had executed the judgment on her. And that's what's gonna happen. All right. When that judgment comes, all right, people gonna know that you disrespected your heavenly Father and your great King. Okay. Then they're gonna want to. Then that blueness of that wound is gonna make them want to submit and get in order. All right. It's not gonna take long, man. It's gonna take a night of Jacob's trouble, and the women are gonna get in reality. The lights go out, the power go out. All right. They're gonna lament for the teats. Okay. And then they're gonna be looking for men to protect them. They're gonna be ready to get in order and follow orders. But guess what? The Lord gonna put the spirit on the service to prophets, not to show you any mercy. All right, that's why he letting y'all put so much hell on us. Because I know fucking well my baby mama came to me asking for mercy. She'll get zero. All right, zero. She has the power to show me mercy right now and will not do it. And if I asked her, she would laugh and scoff. All right, so the Lord let us go through these traumatic events on this side. So when shit hits the fan, and he already put the spirit on us to who to show mercy to and who not to show mercy to. And the vast majority of you so-called black women, y'all ain't getting no mercy. You're going to look for it and won't find it. Okay? But for you few that take heed, man, come to your high by Shem Al-Shah with fear and trembling, man. All right? Because y'all going to be screaming just like that woman on that damn video. That's what women do when shit get real. When shit get real, they come with all that fucking hooping and hollering. Nope. Don't scream now. When we tried to warn you, all right, and enlighten you, you had a lot to say. You was very disrespectful. You say a nigga hating on you. That's what they say. Y'all hating on me. Or you weird. Oh, you weird. Miss me with that weird shit. Okay, bet. And when that shit happened to you, you come asking for mercy. That's the response you're gonna get. Hey, look, miss me with that weird shit. I thought I was hating on you. All right. You're gonna get met with sarcasm. When you at your lowest point begging for mercy, you're gonna get, and you come into the prophets for aid, you want to grab a skirt of him that is a Jew because you heard the Lord is with them, you're gonna be met with sarcastic laughter, sarcastic humor, and you will get no mercy. Hosea 5:15, I will go and return to my place to acknowledge their offenses. That's what they're elect doing right now. And seek my face, and in their affliction they shall seek me early. See, when hard times come on people want to get into reality and want to get in order. Okay. The household of faith, we hear the word, Abaratazah, the Lord, keep that spirit on us, you know, and we don't have to see this affliction come. We believe without sin, and Lord brings us back to him. All right. But when that affliction comes, everybody, when the famine comes, when the drought comes, everybody gonna want to call on Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. Then they're gonna know prophets was amongst them. All right, but they're going to be met with sarcasm. Women going to be screaming just like that video. When I looked at that girl well, and when you read the comments, everybody like, nah, don't scream now. What you hollering for now? That's what they do. That's what women do when shit get real. Shit about to get real. Don't scream now. The Lord going to give you plenty to scream about in the coming days. All right, and this is what they're going to be met with. This is Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. You see, when they come from to the prophets, the same men they condemn, scoff, laugh at. All right. The Lord not gonna be laughing from heaven, going, ha, 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 ha. He's gonna be laughing through his prophets. Like that account with Elijah when he was mocking those prophets of Baal. That was the spirit of the Lord in him saying, look, scream louder, cut yourself more. All right, because he knew they didn't have no power when he was mocking them. That's what the brothers are going to be doing, the wicked during Jacob's trouble. Okay, and what they say, I will laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear comes. All right, we don't just say that out of our belly. No, that's what the spirit that the Lord is going to put on us, man. All right, we ain't going to show mercy to the wicked, man. There's no mercy for the wicked. Every wicked person gonna want to occur when all shit hits the fan. All right, don't work like that, because this how the Lord gonna get down. All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 34. All right. And it reads, and we took all his cities at that time and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. And that's what the Lord is going to do to this place, Babylon. None's going to remain. He's going to do what we did in the ancient world when we overtook those heathen nations. Okay. We ain't gonna, we're gonna be unmerciful. All right. That's the spirit of the Lord that he's going to put in us. And during that time, our women are going to want to, when the town is painted red, when all hell break loose and blood running in the streets, then they want to call on Yahweh Shema Shai, but he won't hear them. Okay, he's not going to hear them. He's not going to have nothing to do with them. The Lord is going to be unmerciful in Jacob's trouble. So you wise women, you few that that take heed and listen, you better come to the Lord with fear and trembling. All right, because you're going to be screaming just like this heifer. You're going to be screaming just like these heifers.
Somebody might want to call the police out here.
The police not going to be able to help you.
Because the guy told him to wait right there.
It's going to become the social norm.
Oh my God.
God ain't going to help you. All that screaming and hollering, man. Hey, look, the Lord say you're going to laugh when your fear coming. We're going to laugh and mock at your calamity, man. All right? For everybody that believeth a lie, that don't take heed to this doctrine and want to scoff, all right? You come to the Lord before that happens, man. You take heed to this doctrine, because, hey, he that has given no mercy shall receive no mercy. And that's what's going to sober them women up. When they see accounts like that daily and that becomes the social norm, then they're going to take heed. So with that, I'm going to give infinite honors to our Heavenly Father, our great King, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Harakakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow ladies in the Mashiach Yahushai. Kwam Yasharala, Ababa Bal Shalom.